Rico, I'ma have a flashback. Digging through the dresser like fucking where my mask at. The mash back with the banger and damage shit. And say fuck everything I learned in anger management. Hop back on some east side banning shit. And push a nigga's top back when I let the cannon spit. Start planning shit, premeditation. I'm in love with the streets again, rededication.
Cracking YouTube. It's your boy 16 to life, and I'm back like I'm on a pro violation. Yard down! Now, for those of y'all that's new to my page, in 1994, I got arrested, and eventually I was sentenced to 16 years plus life. I ended up doing 24 years straight in the California prison system. And during that time, I accumulated some good stories for y'all. In the event you happen to like this story, then definitely be sure to hit that like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my page, subscribe to my page and hit that notification bell. That way, anytime I drop a story, you will be notified ASAP Rocky, and you can hop on it whenever you're ready. Now, also, like I tell y'all, man, I be rapping, so definitely be sure to check out some of my music. I got a song, Never Gave Me Therapy. That's on Spotify, Apple Music, all the major streaming sites. You can also type in 16 to Life Music on YouTube and check out some of my songs. I got a song called Nightmare. You can type in 16 to Life of Queen, The Revolution, Ride With Me, By My Side. You know, check it out, man. I got some good songs up there. Tax Time, Surrender That Money. You're definitely gonna be impressed with what you hear. Now, with that being said, let's hop into this story. A lot of people sometimes in my comments ask me that if a person was not from, the state of California or whatever, how would he be able to, how would he survive or how would he do in the California prison system by being a non-affiliate? So today I got a story about one of my partners, man, the dude I ended up meeting. This dude was actually from Africa. Now, his name was Nene, and actually it was two of them. It was Nene and Richard. Now, Richard was about, I would say, anywhere between 40 to 45. He was older, kind of quiet and soft-spoken. But Nene was about 21 years old. And so, by him being a younger dude, he also would hang with the younger crowd. Now, of course, by him and Richard both being from Africa, I don't necessarily think they was from the exact same, city or whatever. But by them being the only two Africans on that yard, they, of course, had a bond. And, they would hang out and talk and stuff like that. But like I say, also, Nene, he was younger. And so he had started hanging with the younger crowd. He would go over there, with the Crips and Bloods, especially while they was playing basketball. And it was a trip to just watch him change, slowly but surely, hanging around these guys, he changed. Now, this story takes place, if I didn't mention that, in Ironwood on the Sea Yard, probably about 2003. I end up coming to the Sea Yard, and, at some point in time, I happened to notice him, like I say, he liked to play basketball, but due to the fact he had never really played basketball before, he wouldn't get picked a lot. He would have to get what they call necks. And, at some point in time, he would have a game and he'd pick, the people and they'd play. But due to the fact that he wasn't that good and he had never played before, he spent a lot of his time on the sideline watching. And so when I wasn't playing, I would chop it up and talk to him and stuff, and sometimes he would say, "I do not understand. Why you Americans, you gang bang? Hey, chill. What do you guys get out of that?" And so, I would be talking to him and stuff. And I remember one day I had a homeboy who, like I told y'all the story, we ended up getting to a riot over a situation that he had got into it with. His name is Kiki. And Kiki also happened to be real good on the basketball court. There was another dude, and Kiki would be out there balling. He was good, like I say. He'd be talking a lot of shit, and he was probably one of the best on the yard. There was another dude named Black. Black was from Insane, and Black was lightweight, thought he was tough. And I also remember one day they was out there playing. They was kind of pushing each other. Black really didn't like Kiki because he talked a lot of shit. And so Nene tapped me. He said, "Now see, look, watch. I tell you soon. I know you Americans. Black and Kiki will soon be fighting." And sure enough, then they almost ended up getting into a fight. But it was a trip, like I say, to slowly watch Nene. The more he started hanging around, the more he became, I would say, immersed in the Western, in the culture out here and stuff. And so often, he would just be on the sideline. But I remember one day he was out there playing and somebody was talking shit to him and he was telling him, "You cannot outrun me. I play soccer." He jumped up and he grabbed the rim and stuff. But now, another time I was over there chilling, I was keeping usalama on my homies, which is usalama, excuse me, is Swahili for security. Now my homies was working out between the basketball court and the football field, and sometimes the essays would play soccer, so they kind of in between that. So I would just make sure no balls hit them, and also while they working out, doing push-ups and doing burpees, just making sure wouldn't nobody come around, when they're in vulnerable positions and stuff. So one day, Nene came walking up real fast over there. I also had a homie by the name of Pee Wee. Now, Pee Wee just so happened to be a white Crip from my neighborhood. But anyway, I guess him and Pee Wee had some type of rapport. I don't know if they worked on the yard crew together or what, but he came over there. Nene walked over there real fast, and he said, "Excuse me, Pee Wee, I need to talk to you." And Pee Wee said, "Hey, man, I'm working out. I'll holler at you when I finish." He said, "No, I must talk to you now. It is very important." So Pee Wee got up. Pee Wee like, "Damn, okay, hold on, man." So Pee Wee got up, walked over there. They kind of walked off to the side a little bit. And Pee Wee said, "Hey, man, what's going on, man? What's up?" Nene said, "I need to join a gang." Pee Wee said, Pee Wee said, What's up, man? What you talking about?" He said, "What must I do to join your gang?" And so Pee Wee said, "Hey, man, what's up?" So Nene went on to tell him that how he had been for the last maybe month or two. He had made a deal, I believe it was with the Bloods, to purchase a TV from him because he didn't have a TV. So periodically he would get him soups and rice and things like this, whatever he could to make up the amount that they was charging him. And so once he finally had paid them all of the agreed upon amount, they told him, "Okay, well, listen, it's a guard working on right now. He's an asshole. We're going to bring you out the TV tomorrow when it's a cooler guard that's working." Because sometimes when you try to hand somebody some property, especially a big old giant TV that's not theirs, they would take it. So the next day, when they were supposed to bring him out the TV, then they told him, "Hey, man, you pay. We ain't got nothing for you." You know what I'm saying? Get it like Tyson or whatever. Basically, which means, you ain't got nothing for you. Get it like Mike Tyson. Come take a fight or whatever you want to do. So he realized, of course, that it was a whole lot of Bloods, and that he didn't have no get back without support. So he came and got at Pee Wee to try to figure out what he could do to get in the game. But Pee Wee told him, "Hey, listen, man, we can't go that route." You know what I'm saying? So once so he walked away, and then so later that day, I seen Nene once again hanging out over there by the basketball court. So I went over to him and I was asking him, "Hey, Nene, yeah, what happened with that situation?" So he filled me in on it again, ran me down to the store. He said to me, he said, "Chill, I need you to do me a big favor." I said, "Wait, what's up?" He said, "Please bring me out a knife." I said, "Man, I'm not fit to give you no knife." He said, "I am going to stab a motherfucker. No one plays me or take advantage of me." So I talked about it. And I said, "Yeah, Nene, I can't give you no knife. That would have been wrong of me to pass him a knife, to go stab somebody and stuff, especially when he wasn't associated with my car. So, but eventually we end up getting into it and going to the hole. So I went to the hole. Then I end up going to B yard, and then I end up going to A yard. So now once I got to A yard, Nene was over there. Now, so I seen him. I was like, "Hey, Nene, what's up, man? How did you get over here or whatever?" So he ended up telling me that he had got into it with the police. I guess they had did something to him, told him to go or something. He ended up pushing them, and they, grabbed him, slammed him on the ground or whatever, gave him a police assault. And I was telling him, "Nene, you got to be careful, man, because, the police, man, they'll hurt you real bad. They'll even kill you." He said, "I am willing to die for my country." So I don't know what he had got into it with him about, but they had him in the gym. So one day he happened to be in the gym. Now the gym is basically, it's on the yard, but it's like it's basically like a level 2, but it's on a level 3 facility, because they don't have a whole lot of room. Sometimes they'll throw you in the gym, but the gym is, a lot of army barracks and shit like that, beds up in there, and but they still can come out and interact with everybody that's on the regular yard or whatever. So one day he happened to be up in the gym playing chess with a dude from Hoover, And so they was up in there playing chess, they talking, talking back and forth, I guess, talking a little shit. At some point in time, the dude from Hoover, he tell him, hey man, fuck you and fuck Africa. So then Nene said, no, fuck Hoover. So when he say that, of course, the dude from Hoover get mad. He jump up like, hey, so he ready to get Nene. Now, by this time, you had some people who had took a liking to Nene, and so they broke it up. They went over there and broke it up. But it was another dude who on the yard who was from Africa, and he was I believe he was from Ghana. Now his name was E, but E actually had grew up in West LA. So E didn't have no accent or none of that type of stuff. So. And he was a non-affiliate. So if you didn't know he was from Ghana, you could never tell. But by the fact that he was from Ghana, he had also took a liking to Nene too. And so he'd be trying to, help him navigate the California prison system. So he went and got him, and told him, hey, man, that's something that you definitely can't say. So later on, once it came to my attention, of course, I happened to see Nene later on, hanging around by the basketball court outside. So I pulled him to the side, too. And I was telling him, hey, Nene, listen, man, that stuff right there is real serious, man. And you can't say stuff like that, man, because, then everybody that's from that area may hear about what you say, man, and they may want to get you, so you gotta watch what you say. I do not care. If a person disrespect where I am from, I will disrespect where they are from. I am going to represent Africa. So I was telling him, I said, hey, man, yeah, I understand that, Nene. I said, but sometimes, man, due to the seriousness of the situation and due to the fact that you're here kind of like by yourself, man, you can't say stuff like that, But Nene was a real good dude, man. He had a whole lot of heart, and like I say, what I most tripped on is just his transition. When he first came, he was just like, kind of like a kind of an innocent African type dude, you know what I'm saying? But then 5-6 months down the line, he had just kind of changed, hanging around these gang members. He had changed his walk. He was strolling and stuff, he had more confidence, and he was talking a lot of shit, and it was just a trip, man. But anyway, that's my story right there on Nene. He was a cool dude. Eventually I ended up getting my points dropped down, and I went to a level 2 Chuckawalla, and I never seen him again. So I'm imagining that once he finished serving his time, they probably sent him back to where he was originally from or whatever. But that's my story right there, man. I hope y'all like that. In the event you did, be sure to hit that like button, man. And y'all already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Chill, man. Resume normal program.